name is Virginia WhiteDove Sand, and I would like to do a tribute to Thomas Kinkade, one of my most favorite artists of this century and the latter part of the 20th century. Thomas Kinkade unfortunately passed away on April 6th of this year, 2012, at the age of 54. He was the self-proclaimed painter of light, and that's because all of his paintings focused on the ambience of beautiful light, lights in the windows of beautiful cottages that were landscaped with lots of gardens and flowers, or even the light of a lighthouse. And that was one of my favorite paintings he had done, a lighthouse painting that was connected to a beautiful bed and breakfast or someone's private home, right on the beach where you could see the ocean and the sunset. And of course he captured the light of all that, the light of the sunset and the light in the lighthouse, and even the lighting in the windows of the cottage that was connecting. And I wrote a poem to Thomas Kinkade in his memory while I was looking at his lighthouse painting. And here's the poem that I dedicate to Thomas Kinkade. He gave me a gift before leaving so quick, the vision of a lighthouse illuminating a guest house. His paintings, poetry of light, illuminating everything so bright. A bed and breakfast by the sea, brass ship captain lanterns, welcome on the porch you and me, and seabirds on the sand, terns. He left me a vision so I could make a decision to pursue my dreams, no matter how reality seems. The crackling fireplace inviting us into the foyer, we sit by the fire and discover our place. We hear the surf outside as we sign the guest book. What do we decide for the future outlook? This place invokes the call of whale and the songs of nightingale, ever expansive as whale's tail, where ocean and trade wind prevail. The salt air fills this B&B with what my life could be. He gave me eyes to see, my thoughts now set free, sea to shining sea. Thank you, Thomas Kinkade, for the paintings you made and the visions you gave before going to your grave. And I would like to show you some video clips of my home state of Maine and places in Maine that are very, very similar to all of the places that Thomas Kinkade painted in his paintings. I know that with the kind of work that he did, he hoped that his paintings could give people visions so that they could bring these places into reality. And indeed, some of the places in Thomas Kinkade's paintings exist here in Maine, especially on Mount Desert Island, one of my favorite places, which is the largest island on the eastern seaboard here in the United States. So I will end this tribute to Thomas Kinkade with some of these video clips from my beautiful home state of Maine on Mount Desert Island, where the famous Acadia National Park exists, one of the most visited national parks here in North America, Acadia National Park. Again, these are some of the scenes in Bar Harbor, a resort village on Mount Desert Island, home of Acadia National Park. Many cottages on the island, like this one, are so similar to Thomas Kinkade's paintings. This beautiful cottages surrounded by gardens. This is the famous bridge in Somesville, Maine, on Mount Desert Island. This looks like something typical of a Thomas Kinkade painting. Flower boxes along the bridge. I'm here today to film beautiful Astaku azalea gardens in memory of Thomas Kinkade and in tribute to Thomas Kinkade's beautiful work, his paintings, his light-filled paintings. These gardens remind me of his last painting that he did before passing on, because they were filled with terraced gardens. Azalea Gardens is on Mount Desert Island, which and there are some of the pink azaleas in blossom. And there are the azaleas right there in the azalea gardens. So here's to you, in tribute to you, Thomas Kinkade. Thank you for the beautiful paintings and the visions that you shared with us. Thank you for all the light that you brought us through your light-filled paintings and the inspiration that you brought us through your beautiful paintings.